News Journal Studios. No, we are not talking about mainland football quite yet. Before we get to Friday, we've got some basketball to take care of earlier in the week. High school hoops kicks off this week. Chris, you had a Fab Five, I believe,
yeah.
And talk about some of the players. I believe, sticking with the football thing, Maury Archibald is on there.
Yeah, Maury Archibald is signed to Louisiana Tech, a 6'3" combo guard. Really one of the best shooters around here. I saw him in the playoffs against Orlando Christian Prep. Just filled up the bucket there. Range from everywhere. A really good three-point shooter specifically, and athletic enough to get to the rim. As far as the senior class goes, he's the best of the bunch as far as his position, which is the combo 1-2 guard.
I think a lot of Tech's happy to have him. I've been seeing him on Twitter. I mean, they are embracing him pretty quickly.
The Duncan Dogs.
Yeah, you don't get much better than that. Hey, talk about Stacey Beckton a little bit.
Stacey Beckton is an athletic 2-3 hybrid, a wing player. Really came into his own last year. One of the most improved players all last season. Has a double-digit Division I offers. His father's an assistant coach at Bethune-Cookman. He's a kid that gives you a little bit of everything. He's able to get to the rim. He's able to shoot a little bit, and a really good defender as well.
Now, this kid has a size 15 shoe and is 6'10", so I think he plays basketball.
Yeah, Colin Castleton, a 6'10" forward center. Toward your stretch four is what it sounds like he plays over at Lopez. Averaged double-double a game, 15 and 10 last year for the Green Wave. Really a kid that's going to have really no one that can guard him most nights.
I'd get out of the way.
Yeah, he's got a number of Division I offers. They count 11 right now. It'll be much higher as he gets into his own. He's only a junior. Rutgers and South Florida are the two schools that are the biggest that he's gotten so far for offers.
Now back to the football theme. Pretty good wide receiver, better basketball player, Blakins.
Yeah, comes from a basketball family. His dad's the coach and played at Indiana State. His brother's a two-sport athlete at South Carolina. Blake Hinson is a 6'7" shooting guard, just a pure basketball player. So much good that he brings to the game. Really solid shooter, athletic, just almost an impossible guard most nights. And his favorite player is Russell Westbrook. And to me, a lot of what he can do is a little bit different. I think he's a better shooter, and I think he's also able just to get to the rim whenever he feels like it.
Now, the final one, Lee Williams from Atlantic. My favorite thing about him is his hidden talent is he can write stories off the top of his head. Lee, if you want to come to the News Journal and help us out, please, because we would love your talent, I think.
He might put us out of a job.
Yeah,
I think,
actually, stay on the court.
Stay where you are. Now, Lee is a kid that played really, really well down the stretch. He's a kid that has a ton of heart. Just a real good leader. 11 points a game, 3 assists, a good defender as well, 2.2 steals per game. Does a little bit of everything as a slasher, gets guys involved, and for a 28-3 team last year at Atlantic, I think the team success has to be factored into it too. This is a kid that does a little bit of everything, and really kind of the engine for that team.
There you have it, Fab Five on newsjournalonline.com right now. It'll be in the paper tomorrow. Make sure to check it out. Football season still underway, but basketball season starting to heat up this week. I am Zach Dean. This is Chris Boyle. We'll see you later.